Hello everyone, this is White Wolf, and I wanted to do this energetic healing today and talk about the growing synchronicities within your journeys and connecting into the manifestations that you're wanting to make parallel and the timelines that you're wanting to connect into. So I wanted to make this video and really help you guys understand maybe what you're going through on an emotional level, on a spiritual level, on a level where you're actually connecting into sense and sensibility, but also connecting into the feeling and the heart of the matter, not feeling like you are just living through this human experience, but you're connecting into the experiences that you want to connect into. So what you're wanting to do is heal the heart and connect into the transcendence that is there. So when you're connecting into the transcendence that is there, you're opening up a different gateway, a portal within oneself. So you're understanding that the spirit, the connection, the love, the admiration of spirit gives you the ability to have faith within your own conviction. So don't feel as if you can't get right into the middle of something, and understanding that it helps us grow within the change and the shift that we are. There's a sense of maturity there. So when there is a sense of maturity, when there is a sense of self-realization within the initiation of form, of connection, so flow into everything that is divinely orchestrated for yourself. Flow into the heart of the matter. Flow into the connection of everything that matters to you. When everything that you want, that you desire, everything that makes you hopeful, that makes you dream, that helps you wake up in the morning, that helps you gather yourself, gather your will, and look towards something and create, that gives you the ability to speak volumes and to speak messages to other people. It helps you connect into the intuition that is rightfully yours. So feel as if the intuition is yours, but also feel into the sense of opening up, the sense of really receiving. And that healing within the moon cycles helps us embrace the new energies that are coming in. So every time that we have days where it seems like it is gloomy or dark, or feels like there isn't a light at the end of the tunnel, but there always is. Everything always works out in the way that it's supposed to. We just have to connect into the sense of activation that helps us understand how we migrate and how we elevate and accelerate the healing within ourselves, so that there is that strong Kundalini energy, but also that sense of rejuvenation. So we're always cleansing, we're always releasing, and we're always letting go of something that is limiting us. So if we do something that is creative and we don't have to feel like we're trying, that's another thing that I've been hearing, is like doing something and not feeling like you have to try very hard at it. Doesn't mean that you're lazy. It just means that you don't have to put so much focus and attention and energy into trying to do something, instead of doing the things that you really want to do and want to connect into. So understanding that we all grow and change and shift, and we have synchronistic moments. I've noticed that I picked up on the synchronicity of New York 20 times in 20 different movies that I've watched. There was a homeless man at a Barnes and Nobles. I was going with my girlfriend and her friend, and when I was going to get coffee, they told me to get a coffee, but my girlfriend and her friend said get something for her son, so I got him a lemonade, but then they told me to get him a cookie. My girlfriend was talking about Marcus Aurelius, and I saw a book on Stoic quotes and Marcus Aurelius. And then when I went outside the Barnes & Noble and had a smoke and my coffee, I saw this homeless man, and then my girlfriend gave him 5, and then I gave him 10, and the spirit told me to give him 10. And then he walks over after a little bit. When I sat down and got done with my smoke, he hands me 2 Pokemon cards, as if he's giving me a reading, right? So he hands me 2 cards, and also the number 2 is very significant with that. So he gave me a Togekiss, but like the homeless man was divinely connected. Because of the money I gave him, he gave me a card. which he was showing me that I was like the Togekiss, right? That I have, when the opponent is knocked out, flip a coin. If heads, take one more prize card. The effect Wonder Kiss doesn't track. So like me and my brother would play Pokemon all the time. That was a thing that we had with one another. And then he gave me another card. Well, it's kind of green. It's kind of like fertility. It's also like defense, being divinely protected. So there's moments in your life where Spirit is going to show you where you can be of service at any given time. So the life of service to others, the life of enlightenment or meditation, does not mean that it is a life where you just go through it with a sense of grace. You're wearing your crown or your tiara with a sense of pride. And you own it. You own it with everything that you are. You own it with everything that you are within your innermost being. And you own it because you are the power that initiates awareness. So, the moon cycles, the synchronicities that we pick up on, the karmic imbalances that we're transcending, the releasing of suffering and pain means that we get a sense of worthiness. So when we have that sense of worthiness, that sense of change, that sense of the unction and the grace of Spirit showing us what we need to do at many moments and times, we get a sense of transformation and activation within everything that we do. So it kind of gives you a sense of knowing that you do make choices that seem like they're a little bit off, because most normal everyday people would not make those choices. But they would make those choices because they're unconsciously going through them, instead of consciously making decisions and flowing within your actions, not going through your actions like a chicken with its head cut off, but connecting into the action of transcendence, so that we're transferring the energy somewhere else, so that we're becoming an energetic transference for other people. It gives us a better vantage point of seeing that we are children of the light. We are a brother and a father and a sister and a provider. We provide things all the time. And sometimes those little acts of kindness, the little details, are very fine in this life. The little details in life gives you the most splendor. Will give you the most grandeur in your existence. When you focus on the things that actually matter and let go of the things that don't matter. So you're like, I could get mad about my credit card like canceling itself. But then the bank solves the problem and it wasn't that big of a deal. But if you would have amped it up just a little bit, that emotion just a little bit, and in that moment you gave in to the humanity that is here, that is present, well, guess what? Then you're mad at everybody. Then you start attracting all the things that you don't want. But then for that brief moment, you just kind of held fast. You held in your strength. So that's a spiritual maturity. It doesn't mean that you're perfect. It doesn't mean that you're going to crack the case. You're going to solve the riddle. You're going to understand the encyclopedia of life. But it just means you're going to go about it a lot differently, right? So, in this moment, who are you? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? The beautiful thing is just popping up and showing up to life as if you're meant to be there, as if you're like an actor. I was just watching a video on this guy who's giving acting tips, and he was saying, like, when people go into scenes, they're not thinking about how they feel or what they're going to do in the scene. It just kind of comes naturally, and it actually conveys more emotion, because when you get into that moment of life, you kind of just assimilate and do what is natural and do kind of what is Switzerland a little bit. Then things are a little bit easier. The waters are calmer. So what I want this healing to stimulate for every one of you when you're experiencing it. What do I want? Who am I, and what am I releasing within this new moon cycle? Because the new moon, or like a new full moon, is coming on the 15th. And I noticed that the energies yesterday, a lot of your past loved ones are trying to connect to you. A lot of them, you will feel their sadness. You will feel the other side sometimes if you're very connected. So sometimes when your uncle is trying to reach out to you and trying to connect to you. Let them connect to you. Let them speak what they need from you, what they want to heal from you, and also how they're guiding your steps. So I can tell you comfortably that the other side of my journey has been guiding my steps for so long. And it hasn't always been pleasant, and it hasn't always been flawless. But the other side makes sure that you get to where you need to be and what you need to connect to. They'll make sure that they protect you. They'll make sure that they guard you. They'll make sure that they hold you tightly in their arms. And they will guide you through the process of ascension. And sometimes things just have to break down in order for them to be built back up again. And we don't understand why that happens, but it just does. It just miraculously does. And when that happens, great manifestations come, guys. You know, like just awesome stuff. Sometimes your things are just things. I've had to learn that. Like, yeah, I can have 50 hats if I really wanted to have like 50 ball caps, but it's just like I have enough. I have everything I need. But then that allows you to have more and kind of want more out of yourself and want more worthiness, if you will. So with this healing, I wanted to help you activate new DNA, new state of consciousness, a new state of will with your higher self, and also just connecting into your ascension. So we're going to do some healing energy. It's going to be very quick. As my jacket is falling, it's going to be very quick. We're going to use Kundalini. We're going to use Stupa Mudra energy, and we're just going to connect into the cleansing of energy, love, and connection. So, archangels of love and light, who's willing to cleanse me of my auric field, tapping into God's source energy and the great I am, implementing the cross. This energetic awareness is going to help you access new DNA, new timelines, and new manifestations along your path, new visualizations of receiving prophetic visions as a way of connecting into the flow of energy and connection, releasing control and coming into the connection of letting go. Feel as if Source is moving through you. Feel as if your higher self is connecting to you. Spiritual guides, Merlin, Saint Germain, Mother Mary, Grandmother and the tribal women. So as we are burning and having this ceremony, rose petals, dandelion leaf, and sage, as you connect into burning that, allow that to be burnt, allow it to be gone, and allow yourself to let go. And then in this moment, quantum leap, quantum jump. Just jump there, jump through the portals, jump through the gateways of your new dimension, and connect into the spirit animal's wisdom. So we're connecting into the giraffe. It's an animal that helps us to be patient, to be dignified, and to care for our own families, our own soul families. And then connecting to the black dragon from Saturn, helping increase our divine feminine, and the black panther, helping us feel as if we're taking in ayahuasca within our system to cleanse and to purify. So light codes are coming in, helping with light language. And then connecting into the truth of spirit. Honshaze Shonen, Honshaze Shonen, Honshaze Shonen. And use this also attuning to your psychic abilities. And then the meditative states, mirroring back exactly what it wants. Archangel Michael is going to help us with the helm of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the sword of the Spirit, the shield of wisdom, and the belt of truth. Archangel Gabriel is helping us with purification. And just being like water, being like the elements, fire, earth, wind, and just flowing within that connection. Implementing the twin heart, the gut instincts, the heart and the mind aligned with the masculine and the inner child and the feminine. And feel as if you're accessing the butterfly effect. So basically, you're kind of shifting into all these other timelines. So, to separate yourself from the timelines or the experiences that don't help you connect. It could be a timeline that you're manifesting with another person. It could be what your mom and dad want you to do. In this moment, you make that statement and saying that I choose to be the butterfly effect because I want to be the absolute reality, connected to the infinite reality. So, I connect into the punctuation of ascension. So it's the hook, line, and sinker. Just like allow yourself to pick and choose your templates of creation. And just by opening up to that, there's a sense of activation. It's an activation of the density of energy that is inside of you. The sixth density nature of consciousness that everyone is vibrating at, but they just don't realize that they forget. So let's just help remember. And once you remember and you wake up from like slumber or sleep or a nightmare, you enter the daydream, that deep water horizon. And in this moment, we just hold up the cross as a sign of purity, as a sign of anointing, and as a sign of true peace and freedom. Everyone take one last deep breath. Exhale. And so it is. So yeah, wanted to do this live because I've been getting back in the swing of things, and I just wanted to connect with you guys again. And also I'm in Central Standard Time apparently. I thought I was still in Eastern. So hopefully Texas is Eastern. I don't think it is. I could be wrong. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being a part of it. If you guys want to book private sessions with me, it's 30 minutes for $50. And also it is 1 hour for $100. And I do reading lives where I have new brackets, guys. So intuition and guidance is $20. $30 is readings and healings, and $40 is Akashic Record, your guides, higher self, and your psychic abilities, and $50 for past lifetime readings and healings. But no, anytime that you guys want to connect with me, just let me know. And also, I'm free most days if you want to book a private session with me. And I'm also an in-person session. I just wanted to try to touch base and maybe catch some of you guys, because I've been kind of missing some of my audience because I was moving and I wasn't going live. And I just catch some of you guys one day and then the other day, so. But definitely wanted to connect with you guys today. And if you watch this, the energy is still the same. And another thing that I wanted to touch base on is sometimes it feels like you're going really, really fast. And if you're a person that likes to go fast like me, when you're like going along timelines and, connecting into that type of wisdom, a lot of the time it will feel like you're being pushed out of cannon. You're jumping into a body of water and it's really, really cold, and then your body kind of like, catches up. So sometimes be patient with yourself. Pace yourself when you're ascending those timelines and stuff like that, because that can be the very thing that just catapults you into where you need to be. But no, I am your host, White Wolf. If you're wanting to connect with me for private sessions, my number is 727-404-6559. Text me, email me as well, whitewolf143@icloud.com. And also, if you want to do the reading lives, there's reading lives where I do readings and connect with people. So I'm probably going to do that one later. And I contacted 2 people about private sessions, so I'm trying to touch base with you guys and still connect with you. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's pre-recorded. So, but no, guys, allow that healing to help you transcend the next 3 months, and allow it to resound in your heart, whatever message that you took in resonated with or not, and whatever you didn't resonate with. But no, I hope everyone has a blessed day. I hope you do well, and thank you, and God bless.